Right now, in this very moment, you possess the power to change your life. You are the creator of your reality, and today we will explore how to access this incredible power within you. It begins with two straightforward words: relax and trust. Consider how often our days are consumed by rushing around, burdened by stress and anxiety over potential outcomes. We are perpetually on edge, attempting to control everything. But what if the key to achieving all you desire is actually to let go? Yes, the secret to manifesting your dreams and creating the life you envision lies in the ability to relax and trust. It might sound overly simplistic, but this is a deep truth with the potential to alter your entire life. When you relax, you open up to the universe's infinite possibilities. Your mind clears, your body calms, and you pave the way for miracles. Trusting aligns you with life's natural flow, allowing you to move with the current instead of against it. And here's the exciting part. When you blend relaxation and trust with expectation, that's when the magic unfolds. That's when you begin to see tangible results, not at some distant future point, but here and now. Today, many of us have been conditioned to believe that change requires time, hard work, struggle, and suffering before we can reach our goals. But what if that belief isn't accurate? What if miracles could happen the same day you set your intention? It might seem far-fetched, but I've witnessed it firsthand. People have healed from chronic illnesses, landed their dream jobs, and found their soulmates in mere days or even hours all because they chose to relax, trust, and expect great things. Now, you might be skeptical. Perhaps you've attempted positive thinking or visualization before without success. I understand that. But here's the crucial difference. It's not merely about thinking positive thoughts or visualizing it. It's about truly feeling it. It's about embodying the reality you wish to experience right now, in this moment. When you genuinely relax and trust, you enter a state of being where anything is possible. Your body releases tension, your mind clears, and you tap into a field of infinite potential. In this state, you are not separate from your desires. You become one with them. Expectation plays a critical role here. When you expect something to happen, it's not about hoping or wishing, it's about knowing. You live as if it has already occurred, and that's when the universe responds. The universe does not differentiate between what's happening in your external world and your internal world. When you feel the reality of having what you want before it materializes physically, you become a true creator. So how do we achieve this? How do we relax, trust, and expect miracles today? It all starts with your thoughts and energy. Every thought sends out a signal to the universe, like a pebble tossed into a pond, creating ripples that affect everything around it. Thoughts of lack, fear, or worry send out signals that attract more of those experiences. Conversely, when you choose thoughts of abundance, love, and possibility, you create a different reality. You tune into a frequency where miracles are not only possible but expected. But it's about more than just your thoughts, it's about your energy and your vibration. Every emotion you experience sends a signal to the universe. When you feel stressed, anxious, or frustrated, you're operating at a low frequency. However, when you relax, trust, and feel joy and gratitude even before your desires are realized, you vibrate at a frequency that attracts miracles. So how can we shift our thoughts and our energy? It begins with awareness. Monitor your thoughts and feelings throughout the day. Recognize when you're entangled in stress or worry, and then choose to shift. Take a deep breath, relax your body, and ask yourself, what would I be thinking if I truly believed everything was unfolding perfectly for me? How would I feel if I knew my desires were already on their way to me? Meditation plays a crucial role here. It creates a space between your thoughts, allowing you to move beyond the constant chatter of your mind into a realm of peace and possibility. In this space, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. Much of our behavior and thoughts are governed by our subconscious, programmed by past experiences, beliefs, and our environment. Meditation allows us to access and modify this programming. During meditation, visualize your desired reality, but go beyond just seeing it, feel it in every cell of your body. Imagine what it would be like to enjoy perfect health, financial abundance, a loving, supportive relationship. As you meditate, fully embrace these feelings. Let them engulf you, fill you up. By doing so, you're altering your brain chemistry, creating new neural pathways that support your new reality. However, this isn't a one-time activity. To witness miracles, make this a daily practice as routine as brushing your teeth or having breakfast. Watch for signs from the universe. The universe is always communicating and guiding us toward our highest good. When you relax and trust, you become more receptive to these signs, noticing synchronicities and seemingly perfect coincidences. Like thinking of someone just before they call, continuously seeing a meaningful number. These are all signs that you're on the right path, confirmations from the universe that your desires are being acknowledged and addressed. But you must be open to receiving them and trust their presence. Gratitude is another vital component. By being grateful for what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are ready for more. Incorporate gratitude into your daily routine. Each morning before rising, think of 3 things you're grateful for. Feel the gratitude permeate your body, then carry that feeling with you throughout the day. This practice not only enhances your current state of well-being, but also aligns you with the positive energy needed to receive more blessings. Now, I understand some of you might be wondering, but Joe, what about taking action? Don't we need to actually do something to realize our dreams? You're absolutely right, action is crucial. However, it's not about forcing things to happen or struggling against the current. When you are relaxed, trusting, and expecting great things to happen, the right actions will become apparent. You'll find yourself inspired to take specific steps. You'll be at the right place at the right time to meet the right people, and opportunities will naturally present themselves. This is what I refer to as inspired action. It's not about pushing and striving. It's about flowing with the natural currents of life, following your intuition, trusting your gut, and taking steps that feel inherently right. When you take inspired action, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like play. It feels as though you are doing precisely what you're meant to do, and that's when miracles start to occur. Let's talk about expectation. This is where many stumble. They say they want something, but deep down, they don't truly believe it's possible for them. Doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs hold them back. But when you truly expect something to happen, when you know in your bones that it's going to happen, the universe moves mountains to make it so. The key to expectation is detaching from the outcome. When we are attached to a specific result, we often come from a place of lack, thinking, I need this to happen, or else I won't be happy. This energy of desperation actually repels our desires. But when we detach from the outcome, when we express, I'd love for this to happen, but I know that whatever happens is for my highest good, we open ourselves up to receive even more than we could have imagined. Expect great things to happen, but hold that expectation lightly. Trust that the universe has a plan for you that is even better than what you can conceive with your limited human mind. Remember, expectation isn't about waiting for something to happen in the future. It's about living as if it's already happened. It's about bringing the future into the present moment. Often we put our happiness on hold. We think, I'll be happy when I get that job, or I'll feel successful when I make a certain amount of money, or I'll feel loved when I find the right partner. But the truth is, you can feel all these things right now. You can feel successful before you make your first million. Feel love before you meet your soulmate. Feel healthy before the physical symptoms disappear. When you create those feelings within yourself, that's when you become a magnet for experiences that align with those feelings. This is what it means to live in the end result. It's about embodying the version of yourself that already has everything you desire. How would that version of you think, feel, carry themselves, speak? Start living as that version of yourself today. Don't wait for external circumstances to change. Be the change you want to see in your life. I know this might sound challenging. It may feel like a big leap from where you are now to where you want to be. But remember, you don't have to make this leap all at once. Start small. Begin with just 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine yourself living your ideal life. Feel the feelings associated with that life. Let them fill your body. And then when you open your eyes, carry those feelings with you into your day. As you commit to this practice consistently, you'll begin to notice changes. Initially, these might be subtly a sense of increased peace, better stress management, fleeting moments of joy throughout your day. However, as you incorporate this practice into your daily life, the changes will grow more significant. Opportunities will begin to arise. People will be drawn to your energy. Things that once troubled you will lose their impact. Before you know it, you'll realize that your life has transformed, not because you struggled, pushed, or forced outcomes, but because you relaxed, trusted, and expected great things to happen. Now, let's address a common concern that arises when discussing the manifestation of our desires. Some people worry that focusing on personal wants is selfish, believing that desiring more for oneself might somehow detract from others. However, the truth is, when you elevate your vibration and improve your own life, you also elevate those around you. Your joy, success, and abundance do not deprive anyone. They can inspire others to strive for more in their own lives. Consider the influence of being around someone who is happy, confident, and successful. It often makes us believe that more is possible for ourselves as well. This is the ripple effect of raising your own vibration, so don't hold back or dim your light. The world needs you to be your best, most abundant, most joyful self, because living at your highest potential inspires others to do the same. Let's also discuss a common obstacle to relaxing, trusting, and expecting great things. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These fears can keep us stuck, playing small. Remember, fear is just a thought. It's not real. It's a projection of the mind, based on past experiences or imagined future scenarios. And just as you can choose thoughts of lack or abundance, you can choose whether to believe your fears. When fear arises and don't fight it or push it away, instead acknowledge it. Thank it for trying to protect you, and then choose to focus on trust. Choose to believe that no matter what happens, you have the strength and resilience to handle it. Each time you choose trust over fear, you're rewiring your brain, creating new neural pathways that support your new empowered reality. Speaking of the brain, let's touch on neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This means your brain is constantly changing based on your thoughts, experiences, and behaviors. When you consistently practice relaxation, trust, and positive expectation, you are literally changing the structure of your brain. You are forging new neural pathways that bolster these states of being. And the more you practice, the stronger these pathways become. This is why consistency is crucial. It's not about having one standout meditation session or a single day of positivity. It's about making these practices a regular part of your life, choosing again and again to focus on what you want rather than what you don't. If you've ever felt like positive thinking didn't change anything for you, I understand. But remember, this work isn't just about thinking positive thoughts, it's about aligning your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. You see, your thoughts create your feelings drive your actions, and your actions create your results. If you find yourself thinking positive thoughts but still feeling fearful or doubtful, your actions will reflect that fear and doubt, and consequently, your results will too. That's why it's crucial not only to think about what you want, but to genuinely feel it, embody it, and live as if it's already your reality. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions align, you become unstoppable. This work isn't about forcing yourself to feel happy constantly. It's not about denying your negative emotions or pretending that everything is perfect when it isn't. It's about recognizing where you are, accepting it, and then consciously deciding where you want to go from there. If you're feeling sad, angry, or frustrated, allow yourself to fully experience those emotions. Don't push them away, but also don't dwell in them. Feel them, acknowledge them, and then ask yourself, what would I rather feel instead? How can I move towards that feeling? This is where the power of choice comes in. In every moment, you have the power to choose your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. You decide what you focus on, and what you focus on expands. So focus on what you want, not on what you don't. Focus on where you're headed, not on where you've been. Focus on what's possible, not on what's limiting you. Remember, this isn't about ignoring reality or living in denial. It's about understanding that your perception creates your reality. Two people can view the exact same situation and see completely different realities based on their mindset and beliefs. Choose to see the good, the opportunities, and the lessons in every experience, because when you do, you open yourself up to a world full of new possibilities. Now, let's discuss energy for a moment. Everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies, and like attracts like. The energy you emit into the world is what you'll attract back. If you're vibrating at a frequency of stress, worry, and lack, you'll attract more experiences that match that frequency. Conversely, if you're vibrating at a frequency of peace, joy, and abundance, you'll attract experiences that resonate with that instead. Raising your vibration starts with your thoughts and feelings, as we've discussed, but it also involves taking care of your physical body. Eating nourishing foods, getting enough sleep, and exercising regularly all affect your energy and your ability to maintain a high vibration. Meditation is another potent tool for raising your vibration. When you meditate, you quiet the chatter of your mind and tap into a field of pure potential. You align yourself with the energy of the universe, and in doing so, you raise your own vibration. When you elevate your vibration, you not only impact yourself, but also everyone and everything around you. You become like a lighthouse, radiating positive energy and inspiring others to elevate their vibrations too. Now, I want to address a common stumbling block on this journey: the need for certainty. We humans love certainty. We want to know exactly how things will turn out. We crave guarantees. But here's the truth. Life is inherently uncertain, and that uncertainty is actually a gift. It's what makes life exciting and full of possibilities. When you can embrace uncertainty and see it as an adventure rather than a threat, you open yourself up to true miracles. Consider this. If you knew exactly how everything was going to turn out, where would the excitement be? Where would the growth and opportunity for the universe to surprise you with something even better than you could have imagined lie? So instead of seeking certainty, seek trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and trust that everything is always working out for your highest good, even if it's not immediately apparent. Surrender. Now, surrendering doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means letting go of the need to control everything. It means trusting in a higher power, whether you call that God, the universe, source energy, or something else. When you surrender, you release the tension of trying to make things happen and allow yourself to be guided. You open yourself up to receive. And often, what comes when you surrender is far greater than what you could have achieved through force or control. I know some of you might be thinking, but Joe, I have goals. I have things I want to achieve. How can I surrender and still work towards my goals? That's a valid question. The key is to set your intentions, be clear about what you want, and then release attachment to the outcomes. Do your part, take inspired action, but then let go and trust that the universe will handle the rest. It's like planting a seed. You prepare the soil, plant the seed, water it, and ensure it gets sunlight, but you don't dig up the seed every day to check if it's growing. You trust in the natural process, knowing that in time, if you've done your part, the plant will grow. Your dreams and goals are like that seed. Plant them with clear intentions, nourish them with your thoughts and actions, but then trust in the process. Trust that they are growing, even if you can't see the results yet. This leads us to another crucial aspect of manifesting your desires: patience. In our fast-paced world, we often want everything to happen instantly. We set an intention and then expect immediate results. But remember, just because you can't see something happening doesn't mean nothing is happening. Often, the biggest changes are taking place beneath the surface, like the seed germinating underground before it breaks through the soil. So be patient with yourself and the process. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing, and in the meantime, enjoy the journey. Find joy in the present moment rather than always looking to the future for your happiness. Now, let's talk about something that can really accelerate your manifestations: gratitude. Gratitude acts like a magnet for miracles. When you're grateful for what you have, you open yourself up to receive even more. Start and end each day with gratitude. Before you get out of bed in the morning, think of 3 things you're grateful for. As you're falling asleep at night, review your day and find things to appreciate. Throughout your day, look for things to be grateful for. At first, especially if you're going through a challenging time, you might have to really search for things to appreciate. But the more you practice gratitude, the more automatic it becomes. You'll start to notice beauty and blessings everywhere you look. Start being grateful for things before they happen. Be grateful for the job you want, as if you already have it. Be grateful for the perfect health you desire, as if it's already your reality. Be grateful for the loving relationship you're inviting into your life, as if your partner is already by your side. This is what it means to live in the end result. Feeling the emotions of having what you want before it appears in your physical reality. When you do this, you become an unstoppable force of creation. Now, I want to address a common occurrence when people begin seeing results with this practice. They'll manifest something they've desired and then start to doubt, wondering if it was just a coincidence or if they truly created it. Remember, there are no coincidences. Everything in your life results from your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Each aspect is a reflection of your inner world. When you notice positive changes, celebrate them and acknowledge your role in their creation. Doing so reinforces your belief in your power, strengthens your faith in the process, and opens you up to create even more remarkable things. Remember, what you appreciate appreciates. The more you recognize and value the good things in your life, the more good things you'll attract. Now, let's discuss something that can really supercharge your manifestations: the power of your words. The words you speak act like spells cast upon your life, possessing the power to create or destroy, to heal or harm. Pay attention to the words you use, both when talking to others and when talking to yourself. Are you constantly complaining? Do you speak about lack and limitation? Or are you using words of abundance, possibility, and gratitude? Make a conscious effort to speak in a way that aligns with what you want to create. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," try, "That's not a priority for me right now." Instead of, "I'm so stressed," try, "I'm learning to handle challenges with grace." Most importantly, be mindful of how you talk to yourself. Your self-talk shapes your reality more than anything else. Speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and love. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Additionally, let's address concerns about the past. I understand that you might have regrets or setbacks. However, your past does not define your future. Yes, your past experiences have shaped who you are, but they don't determine who you can become. Every moment is a new beginning, and every breath is a chance to start fresh. You are not your past mistakes or failures. You are not your limiting beliefs or old patterns. You are a powerful creator capable of reinventing yourself at any moment. Instead of dwelling on the past, use it as a springboard for growth. What lessons have you learned? How have your challenges made you stronger? How can you use your experiences to fuel your growth and assist others? When you reframe your past in this way, it no longer holds you back. Instead, it becomes a powerful tool for transformation. Finally, let's talk about something crucial for maintaining this practice over the long term: self-care. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't radiate positive energy if you're depleted. So make self-care a priority. This might mean different things for different people. It could involve taking time for meditation or exercise, saying no to draining commitments, spending time in nature, or pursuing a hobby you love. Whatever self-care looks like for you, make it non-negotiable. Schedule it into your day just like any other important appointment. When you take care of yourself, you greatly enhance your ability to contribute to others and to your dreams. Remember, self-care isn't just about maintaining your physical health. It's equally about nurturing your mental and emotional health. Consider the thoughts you're allowing into your mind. Are you constantly absorbing negative news or engaging in gossip? Or are you enriching your mind with inspiring books, uplifting conversations, and positive affirmations? Think of your mind as a garden. The seeds you plant and water are the ones that will flourish. Be deliberate about the seeds you're planting in your mental garden. As we begin to conclude, I want to remind you that this work is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, days when you feel invincible, and days when staying positive is a challenge. And that's perfectly normal. It's part of the human experience. The key is not to harshly judge yourself during these fluctuations, but to observe them with compassion and curiosity. On your good days, really embrace and amplify those positive feelings, letting them saturate every cell of your body. On tougher days, be kind to yourself, remembering that this too shall pass. Use the tools we've discussed: meditation, gratitude, positive self-talk to help shift your energy. You're not striving for perfection, nor are you expected to feel incredible all the time. You're committing to a practice of conscious creation, consistently choosing to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. As you integrate this practice into your daily life, you'll start noticing changes. Initially, they might be subtly little more peace, better handling of stress, an increase in joyful moments throughout your day. But over time, as this practice becomes a regular part of your life, the changes will become more significant. Opportunities will arise, people will be drawn to your energy, and the things that once troubled you will lose their power. So starting today, I invite you to make this your practice. Relax into the flow of life. Trust that everything is always working out for your highest good, and expect miracles to happen not someday in the future, but right here, right now. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. You have the power to shape your life in any way you choose. So choose wisely. Opt for thoughts that empower you, feelings that uplift you, and actions that align with your highest vision for yourself. Most importantly, choose to believe in yourself. Because when you truly understand your own power, there is nothing you can't achieve. Go forth and create. Relax, trust, expect miracles, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible. The universe is ready to support you. All you have to do is open yourself up to receive.